Doug Drinkwater here from SC Magazine UK. We're at Infosec 2014 and we're here to find out what people think of the show and what they're interested in learning about.
I'm an IT technician, senior IT technician in the adult college, right? We're looking at the firewall and the bring your own device options. And this is quite good opportunity to investigate the products outside.
Okay, my name's John Nichols. I'm a cyber investigator from the Southwest Regional Cybercrime Unit. So we're basically police officers investigating cyber-enabled or pure cyber incidents on the internet that people report to the police. I'm here because I'm interested in information security as part of my role within the organisation to be knowledgeable about what's happening in information security, and also CPE credits for my CISP. I've been looking at the conference things. I've actually got a scheduled to speak to a couple of people this morning, which actually prevents me from going to some of the conference items. But but just looking around the stalls and stands that are here and speaking to people about their products. I've been working in forensics for the last 10 years or so and network intrusion investigations. So anything that I guess can help us as law enforcement investigate matters, incidents that are reported to us by members of the public, I guess.
I'm basically a global IT asset manager, and my main interests are looking at software asset management, hardware asset management, and sort of being able to track where these assets are, what's being installed, is it being installed correctly, whether we're using illegal software is something that happens in the industry that we're in as well, and sort of trying to get control on those sort of things. We use BMC as an IT asset management and IT service management platform, so BMC is something that I'm here to look at as well, and then other options that and other people that may be able to provide similar services or integrate with the platform that we've got today. It's a fairly large organisation, and a lot of the problems we have are related to laptops being stolen and stuff like that. So making sure that having encryption on all our devices, making sure our platforms are secure, and that when we do lose hardware, which happens on a day-to-day basis, that we don't lose any critical data.
I'm a senior cyber security consultant, and I work for the European institutions. I have come to see if there are some new products and solutions, especially with the cyber security industry. And I would like to see some practical solutions that possibly we can adopt to prevent and also react to cyber attacks. Generally, cyber attacks are a daily thing with zero-day attacks, especially with what we had recently with Microsoft Internet Explorer and a few others like that. So I'm just trying to see how we can get some good solutions as add-ons to what we already have. Yes, I'll be going to the workshops and the conferences. That's more for educational purposes, to also kind of develop myself, get exposed to some new things that are there in the cyber world.
I'm a network architect for the Francis Crick Institute. It's a new biomedical research place I'm at in King's Cross, next to Google and all that sort of stuff. So basically my job is designing with my colleague Demir basically the network that we're going to produce in the Crick. We've got lots of different security issues, and it's going to be BYOD from day one, IPv6 day one. It's basically going to be the latest and greatest technology you can do, essentially. So me coming here today is to look around what we can, different security vendors, what we can do with them in preference of securing our network going forward. So that's generally my main sort of reason for coming today.
I'm from Appetito, which is in Wiltshire. It's a food manufacturing company. I'm here today just to find out about data protection, retention, classification, as we've got some work to do in our business around that area. But we do want to do some more work around our retention policy, our data protection, that kind of thing, just to make sure that we're up to date and compliant. Yeah, we do want to do a lot more staff training, so we're looking for suppliers that can offer staff training and more information for our staff.
Adrian Mullen, SunGuard Availability Services, Head of Governance, Risk and Compliance for the UK.
And I'm Andrew Barber, I'm the Chief Security Officer for EMEA and APAC at SunGuard AS UK.
So we're here primarily as an opportunity to meet a few people, including each other, and spend a bit of time working, but we're interested in a variety of products here. So from my perspective, sort of consolidating governance, compliance reporting tools,
Yeah, my big challenge at the moment is building a team, so I'm keen to meet a lot of the IT recruitment companies that are here that specialize in security, and also to address one of the big needs of our client base, which is PCI compliance.
I think for like a lot of organisations, we have a lot of issues. I mean, as a service provider, we have customers who serve lots of different vertical markets. So their needs drive our needs, and their needs are significant and varied. So we have an interest in all kinds of products, technologies, services, resources, etc.
To try and anticipate the need as well by developing almost a catalogue or portfolio of solutions that we can implement kind of out of the box rather than have to scrabble around and find things on the fly. So be a bit more proactive with security tools and technologies so we can have an instant response to the customer.
I'm Gaynor Rich from Capita PLC. We come to the show to meet up with several of our providers already to network with other people and to broaden our understanding of other products on the market.
I'm Steve Mayer, also from Capita. As Gaynor says, here really to meet with our existing vendors and talk to some prospective future vendors as well.
Well, there's a number of horizons that we're looking at, but particularly looking at sort of secure data transfer and making sure that we've got the latest technology and talking to all the most current vendors.